But there are certain kinds of women who are real witches, and they, you know, they are terrified by a man like me exposing the little game that they're playing, because if you expose the game, then who's going to play it? Right? If you're just about to go in business with someone and you find out that he's a criminal and a crook before you go into business, when you thought he was a great guy, you had some rosy future imagined for you, you see? But if you find out just before you go into business, you're not going to go into business with him. So now, if men can understand what they're getting into when they're falling in love, because they really are falling out of love with them, when they fall in love, they're falling out of agape love into sensuous love, and this is the reason why they have conflict with God in their souls. And if women could understand not to allow themselves to be pulled, not to allow men to pull this dark something out of them. You know, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Men, they pull something out of you that makes you feel like a whore, right? Dirty and unclean afterwards. But they seem to lap it up like a dog, see? See? And they can't see it. They keep demanding more. They never get enough of that wonderful stuff. And you sort of have to be abused for the sake of it. And men think of that as love. And women don't dare let on, because the only relationship they have is the one that men also they want to know. See? And if you are, you know, if you're pure and sincere and honest, you know, and not supportive of that male pride, and don't help betray the good in them, that's exactly what they're requiring you to do. Help me betray my conscience. Help me feel good because my conscience makes me feel bad, right? So they're turning you into a betrayer as well by their very demand. They're teaching you by their need for you, the reassurance by the seduction principle that's alive and well in you. They're teaching you to get closer to the evil that's in your soul. They're drawing it up through you. Ladies and gentlemen, who can argue with that except the witch that doesn't want anyone to know? But the society will be destroyed by the seduction principle as explained by Freud, which he didn't completely understand, but he smelled a rat and he was right.